Big Tigger Morning Show with Jazzy Mcbee on the People Station, V103, ATL's #1 for hip-hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Jazzy, we got company.
We do have company. They're family now.
Ellis, and Ron Reaco are here in the building.
Y'all family now. Welcome home.
At this rate, pretty much.
Yeah, right.
You know
That's
what I'm saying? What's the door code? We need to know the code at this point.
They pull up at all times.
Yes.
Divorced Sisters, streaming now on BET+. Khadeen is Geneva, Ron Reaco is William. The story is about 5 friends who battle life and relationship woes at some stage of divorce, marriage, and dating. But these two are actually currently
The woes.
currently still married on the show.
You guys are married on the show.
You never know. Is it Thursday yet? We'll see.
Right.
We'll
You
see.
just never know because y'all got a lot going on, especially when that first episode with Geneva. And I said, no, when with the little girl's name? Anika said. What she said, I don't want to give too much away.
Right.
But when she said what she said, that just
absolutely. Because Geneva's a lawyer.
Yeah, she's an
So
attorney.
she got to
Instant
attorney her
discovery.
daughter. Absolutely.
And when
absolutely. Expeditiously.
Can I tell them what you did? Or
Tell
no?
'em
Okay.
what I
So when you
did.
popped up at the school, I said, "Oh my!" After hours, I said, "Okay." Geneva's character is going to be a little. She's going to be professional, but I feel like you're not going to be the one that's going to be played with at all.
Look at you.
Listen.
Look at you.
Do I
Spot
right?
on. You are spot on about Geneva. And I feel like there are many people who can relate to Geneva just off of that. Like, I'm going to get to the bottom of whatever this mess is.
Absolutely, especially the questions you asked Anika. And he was like, "What?" And she was like, "I don't know." And I'm
I
like,
said, baby girl, I said, you're going to spill the tea, but you didn't even heat it up properly, girl. Come on now.
So I haven't seen episode 2, but we had not yet met you, sir, in episode 1, and I was already like, damn.
Didn't even make it. I wasn't in the pilot, but we meet William in the second episode.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
so what is William about?
William, I think. See,
You just sit back, you
listen.
sat back. What's going on?
Listen, I'm proud to play William,
Okay.
man. I've had
As you
my
should
last
be.
few episodes, my last few gigs, if I play some low down folks, I've done.
That is a fact.
I got people coming up to me in the streets left and right.
Oh, man.
You ain't that, but nah, William's a good dude. I think people are starting to side eye me. Have you seen episode 2?
You see what I'm doing
Have you
now?
seen episode 2?
I saw.
Have you seen? She ain't seen episode 2. You see episode 2?
I gotta catch up.
You see episode 2? You might not be side eyeing me.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute.
I love redemption.
I just want to get my mic. Is my mic right?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Listen now.
Wait a minute. Now I'm off for my sisters now, so you can't get on Geneva.
Be for your sisters. I don't listen.
She can't do no wrong in my eyes. I'm just saying.
Listen, William's a good dude. William is a good dude.
Is my mic right? I just want to make sure my mic is
Your
right.
mic is okay.
Okay, cool.
It's okay.
It's not going nowhere.
All right,
No. Yeah.
Go ahead. You wanna?
No, I was just saying, William is a great guy. He's a great guy, but things happen.
But sometimes when you get fed up, like you no, I'm just saying.
Oh, I can't wait for you to see
Because it's all about love, divorce, healing, relationships, our friend groups, the
All the
women that we
things.
actually depend on.
You see me over here just
And
sitting
it's-
watching, right?
Did you
Okay,
see
well, I'ma
episode 2,
shut up then.
T?
No, I have not seen 2
I
yet.
want to
Okay.
come back. I want to come back.
We got to table the discussion till
Okay, all right.
till
I want to
episode
sit right
2.
here. I want to sit right next to you.
Okay.
And I want to have this discussion again.
Khadeen and Ron Reaco are here.
Side eye.
Divorced Sisters.
Don't look at me. You see him trying to look at me.
on Thursdays.
Come on.
So what will make this stand apart from the rest of the Tyler Perry catalog? What, if anything, makes this sit
Well, you've been on
differently?
some other Tyler Perry productions.
I had. Now, this is my first TV show. But the first thing I noticed, I just think I know people. You hear this all the time. It just looks really, really good. And not to say other shows don't. I just feel like Tyler been in his bag lately in so many different ways, developing from psychological thrillers to now he's into this kind of relationship aspect where we're exploring these relationships and they kind of wild out at times. But really, I just think the look of it, the feel of it.
Yeah.
And we really get in our acting bag to the ladies, the fellas.
Yeah.
Like we're really exploring a lot of different emotions.
Yeah.
And,
I'm glad you said
yeah,
that.
and Tyler's really created a safe space, like as an actor, and I know Khadeen, you'll agree. Like you really you go there. Like I mean, folks was like you'll walk around, you'll cut a corner, and I'll be in there just getting ready for a scene, tears streaming, like
literally.
Like that's common on the set, and you just kind of give people their space so they can get where they need to be emotionally. But again, that's just kind of this bubble that he has down at TPS. So,
This show in particular, the chemistry, like amongst the crew, the staff, not the staff, the actors, it's just, it's been insane. Like, I feel blessed to work alongside Reaco. I mean, who's been a vet in this game for a long time. And let me tell you, Reaco in some scenes took me there. And I couldn't get out. Okay. I literally was so in the scene. And even on times when Tyler would cut and he would be changing camera angles or something, he'd still be like saying to me in my ear. And I'm like, he has not broken character, so therefore I couldn't break character. And you're just going to see some really dynamic scenes unfold between he and I that I personally can't wait to see, because we're watching it in real time like everybody else. Yeah, we haven't seen anything past episode 2. So thank you for that.
Oh, no.
Thank you for that.
I think as I work in TP's world, it's he does move quickly. And so whereas a lot of times in more traditional ways of filmmaking, when you say cut, they reset this, and you might have 15, sometimes 20 to 30 minutes between setups. It's not like that with TP. So it works best for me
to
if I can
in.
stay connected, because the minute he's ready to go, we don't have to ramp back up to anything. We never left.
Right.
So.
And I had worked on one episode of Bruh. His show Bruh back in like 2018. So that was the only experience I had working with Tyler.
Right.
So to then now be a series regular and have so much more to do, it was really great to be alongside some really seasoned individuals like Reaco, Rob Riley, LaToya Luckett, like people who I felt allowed me and made me rise to the occasion as an actress. So it's been pretty dope.
Well, let me ask you this both, because you mentioned he was in his relationship bag, and there's this criticism rounding the social media aspects, whether or not Tyler Perry hates black women or he's basically picking at your pain for $1.
See, for me personally, I feel like stories need to be told. And that's just his story that he wants to tell. If people want to tell other stories about other aspects, then they can more than be free to do that. You know what I'm saying? But this is the way he chooses to tell the story. And I promise you, there's so many women that will relate to someone in these stories. You know, it sounds really outlandish at the time, but it's not. There are women who are dealing with these very scenarios. So to me, I feel like this is what he does. Let him do his thing. If you want to tell another story, go tell another story. Simple as that.
And I like that. And like I said, looking at some of the characters, I'm trying to figure out like who would I relate to the most. But I gotta
absolutely.
I have to finish the.
You have to watch.
I gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it.
I'm like, ooh, I ain't like her. Okay, I'm a little bit like her, but then I'm not like her. But I gotta finish to see, because you know me and my friend group, we gotta figure out like, girl, that's you all the way, or no, that's you all the way. You know what I'm saying? So we pick out which character we are.
I can't wait to see.
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You would never know.
Who you're assigned.
You would never know.
Listen, when I find out, I'll fill you in.
Let me know.
I will text you, bro.
You would never know. You better not text
I'm texting.
And it may not be the whole character. There's just maybe bits and pieces. There's bits and pieces.
It's one in particular.
Which one? Which one? Tell me.
Don't be looking at me like that.
Do you know who?
Which one?
You know, she give me.
Really? No, who? Which one?
No, we got this.
You better not say Portia Coleman's character. You saying Naomi?
I feel like my mic is.
Something wrong with your mic?
Khadeen Ellis,
Not me.
Reaco Lee here. Make sure you are getting it all on BET Plus.
Come on, y'all.
Episode 2 premiered on June 12th, and the first half of season 1 concludes on Thursday, July 24th. It is called Divorce Sisters. Make sure you're checking them out. We got more with Reaco and Khadeen when we get back right here on B103. Big Tigger Morning Show with Jazzy Mcbee on the People Station B103, ATL's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks. I love this energy over here. Khadeen Ellis and Reaco Lee from Divorce Sisters on BET Plus, streaming every week. I'm happy to see y'all again.
I know, right?
Yes.
I saw you twice. No, I saw you in L.A.
Yeah, you saw me.
I saw you in L.A. and up the street.
Up the street, yeah. Bike Fest.
Thank you. First of all, thank you for coming to Bike Fest.
Oh, of course.
You and
that
Deville
was our
pulled
first,
up.
Not our last.
Thank you very much.
You run
I'm
an
very
awesome event.
happy
It
for
was
your participation, and you
absolutely.
told me that you're a little sore.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, he didn't tell me about the hills. I thought we were going to pose with some bikes, give some bikes to the kids. No, we rode about 3 miles, was it?
Almost 4.
Almost 4.
That's what I said last year.
I got my workout in
You
that
did your
morning.
thing, and I
Went home and
appreciate
knocked
your
out.
attendance.
No
and then I
doubt.
saw Rico on the red carpet for the BET Awards, and we've been having this dad talk.
Yes.
We having
What type
dad
of
talk.
What did you give
I
them
love
something
it.
nice?
Yeah, I think last time I was here, we spoke, and then we kind of. I could see it in his face though when I saw him. Like you could just, dads know, especially happy belated Father's
First
Day. man.
Father's
That
Day.
First
Yeah.
one.
Thank
First
you.
one hit different. I got like 11 in, so I'm good. You know, I was just telling them I was at the baseball field all day from 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. That's what my Father's Day looked like.
Oh,
But
wow.
no, wifey hooked it up when I got home. I was just so tired.
Amen.
But that first one, boy, they go all out. That first one.
Yeah.
I keep hearing it's all downhill after that.
All day.
He said that, and I
not.
said, don't be so negative, because he said that like twice.
That's what people
No,
keep saying.
you know
He's
what
like,
the
yeah,
key
it's
to it
downhill
is,
from
though,
here.
ladies. The key to it is not to overcomplicate things. Whatever your man asks for, give him that. Like DeVal this year, he was like, "Hey, I don't want no fuss. I don't want no people. I don't want to go nowhere. Don't drag me to no brunch. I don't want to do anything." Because we were coming off a BT weekend, all the things, ABFF.
Right.
So he said, "Some food, my kids,
He's good.
downtime."
Amen.
So I had someone come in, make brunch. We sat in the house, and I just watched that man smile from ear to ear because he was doing exactly what he wanted to do.
See,
There you
listen.
go. Seasoned vet.
She listens.
See,
But
seasoned vet.
she's a what?
Seasoned vet.
Absolutely. You
I'm
Absolutely.
just saying, all you gotta do is
Okay.
listen.
Several years in the game.
Okay, good.
We go
All
hard.
you got to do is listen. So both of you, both working in the industry, how hard is it to find that balance between family? Because your family's, you know, you're a little bit more
Man.
transparent with your family than other people. And,
Absolutely.
And how do you find that balance between privacy and secrecy and work and real family time?
Well, I think I'm still trying to find that balance. I think I got the balance right. I got that down. I think where I struggle with is I can be a little too private. And I do know we live in a world where, you know, social media, how many followers you got.
Right.
And this, so I'm trying to get better at it. But I do like to live in the moment. So, you know, even in my kids' games, I feel like every time I pull my phone out, he doesn't do as well. So now I'm like, you know what, let me keep my phone. Hopefully somebody will capture these moments, but it's not gonna be me. I'm not gonna miss it. I'm glued, I'm locked in.
Amazing.
But I just, you know, I think you have to really be intentional about it, you know, and you gotta have boundaries. You gotta have your, I'm not doing this. You know what I'm saying? I do this, y'all can have me here, but where's the compromise? And I think if you can do that, you know, given what we do, it really is no different than anybody else. I mean, you know, we go, we work, we come home, we with our family.
Yeah.
Khadeen?
For us, you know, DeVal and I, juggling is always
Y'all
difficult
working.
because we really like we're doing the social media thing in terms of like podcasting and vlogging and doing the Patreon. There's a lot of moving parts, and a lot of times we don't have the balance. We actually had to have a conversation recently, he and I, internally, and we were just like, we have to remember why we're doing this.
Okay. Yeah.
And when you go back to the why, then you really assess what matters and what doesn't. So saying no to things that don't serve us in the moment, not taking the gig that's not going to move the needle for us, just trying to be at every event because you're thinking that might be the opportunity to meet that person that will network. You know, it's just an ongoing thing that if you're not careful, you can get sucked into, and it becomes very exhausting. So to keep that balance, he and I more recently have really been exercising, living in the present. So it's like putting the phones away. We're not doing that today. Reconnecting with each other too, because both being us in the industry, it's easy to both be so, you know, eyes on whatever we have going on professionally that we lose touch,
Right.
you know, internally. And then the kids come first. So everything else is secondary to that.
Amen.
You just said something big though, but you communicate like you.
Oh, like over
like
communicate.
me and my husband talk.
Like
Right.
all the time.
Okay.
Like nonstop. Like marriage is a never ending conversation.
I love that.
all the
Okay.
time. Yeah.
Communication.
That's it.
Please believe it. Listen, y'all go see these married on the show people.
Yes. Listen, y'all, it is not a reality show. It is a TV series. Both Rico and I are very happily married to our significant others.
Because you know the
So-
rumors gonna come. But you know, it is what it is.
We'll get you out of here on this. Khadeen, as a black woman in media and portraying a role such as you do, do you have concerns overall or in particular with this show on how black women are portrayed?
I don't. I honestly don't. I think, again, like I said, to the point of, is Tyler doing too many shows that are capitalizing off of Black women's pain or struggle? I think that they still need to be told. There's always someone that can relate to the story. Why not tell the story? Because someone is listening and someone feels seen. As outlandish as these storylines seem to be, I promise you, a lot of times Tyler gets his inspiration from hearing those stories from women.
Oh, I'm sure.
Directly.
Oh, I'm sure.
Directly. So he's not pulling this out of nowhere. These are actual people's stories that people can relate to and feel. And typically with his stories, the women are vindicated at the end too. So for me, I'm just like, no, I think every story needs to be told, especially as a creative.
Listen, Tyler, we got this thing called Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda every Wednesday. You can get a whole movie out of them things. I'm trying to tell you.
It's so true.
I'm trying to tell you.
There are so many stories.
Because some people think some of those are made up, but it's like, no, these are real life stories. Like,
and it's not just Black stories, because there was something DeVal showed me the other day, and it was a white person's story. And DeVal said, if Tyler would have put this in a movie, they'd have been like, here he is trying to capitalize off of Black women's struggle, and it was a white person. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Right.
And people are going to watch it regardless.
I'll tell you what it is. It's called Divorced Sistas, streaming on BET+. Make sure you go support Khadeen and Reaco. Again, it's going now through the first half of season 1 through Thursday, July 24th. Good to see you both. Love you
So
both.
good to see you. Always. Always. Like you
Gang,
said, we're
gang.
home. Gang, gang. Make sure y'all tune in, y'all. BET+.
Y'all don't go too far. We got more Big Ticket Morning Show with Jazzy Mcbee right after this on V103.